Hey, what's up guys? This is Dark Arm Duelist, and today I've got another deck profile for you guys. And this one's going to be a little different. This is going to be a new deck to me and for you guys. And this is going to be one of my first really, I guess, tournament qualifying tier 2 decks, I guess. But it's going to be Yosenju's. And this is a deck that really doesn't require an extra deck, but I put one together just for some suggestions. To be honest with you guys, this deck could stand alone without an extra deck and still win, which is surprising that it just doesn't need it. It just doesn't need it at all. But let's get into it. You play 3 Yosenju Karma 1s. Yosenju Karma 1, when it's normal summon, you can normal summon another Yosenju from your hand other than Yosenju Karma 1. Its effect is if you control another Yosenju monster on your side of the field, you can target one face-up monster in your opponent's control and send it back to their hand. So it's essentially a compulsory evacuation device. Then you play 3 copies of Yosenju Karma 2. Karma 2's effect is you can half its attack points to poke your opponent directly for 900 points, or half of whatever Karma 2's attack points currently are. So really good. Then you play 3 Yosenju Karma 3s. Karma 3's effect is when a Yosenju monster you control inflicts damage to your opponent, you can search one Yosenju monster from your deck and add it to your hand. And they all have the ability of, when it's normal summoned, you can summon another Yosenju monster, 1, 2, or 3, besides its own corresponding number. Such as, if you summon 1, you can't summon another 1. You have to summon either 2, 3, or this one. But yeah, pretty cool. Or one of the pendulum monsters, which I don't play the pendulums. You play this, which is, I don't really know how to say it, Suching? Yosenju Suching. You can discard this card from your hand during the damage step, kind of like a Kalut or an Honest, to increase one of your Yosenju monsters' attack points by 1,000, or when it's on the field, you can target a Yosenju monster, including itself, to increase its attack points by 1,000, which is a hell of a lot better. But yeah, it's a really good card. I only played it 2 because I only have 2 of them. I might play it at 3 just to have it, but I feel like it would get cloggy at 3. But then I play 1 Thunder King Ryo because this is an anti-meta deck, in my opinion, and with this card, it stops your opponent from searching. And once you get like 3 of these in your hand and this as an established card on board, it's just really good. And this is interesting tech for me, guys. I saw one person play this and was like, oh my god, that is genius to play this card in this deck. And that is Gravekeeper's Commandant. You can discard this card to add Necro Valley from your hand to your deck to your hand, and Necro Valley with this deck stops your opponent and shuts so many decks down that it is stupid with this deck. You get Necro Valley on field with one of these guys or a handful of these guys and you're just going to win. It's just unstoppable. You just cannot lose. Divine Wind and Mist Valley, because this card returns cards to your hand like crazy, which lets you special summon other wind monsters to your side of the field to establish board. I wish this card was in more than one because I played in my Harpies too. Then I play 1 copy of Book of Moon, pretty self-explanatory, and then for the Gravekeeper's Commandant, I only play 2 copies of Necro Valley. And again, another tech card that's personal that I just am like, okay, you gotta play this. And that is 1 copy of Royal Tribute. I play 1 copy of Royal Tribute because of this. A lot of decks right now are really monster heavy, okay? And so, by you having Necro Valley on board quite often in this deck, and you can summon multiple monsters out at once, you summon all these guys out, you play Necro Valley, then you play Royal Tribute, which I know is going to be situational, but it will happen, and your opponent discards their entire hand, pretty much. And with Necro Valley on board, they can't get their effects off with what's it called? Burning Abyss, or they can't get their effects off with some Shadow monsters, or they can't get their effects off with some Necros monsters, and it just shuts your opponent down. And this puts so much negative towards your opponent that it just is like, okay, you're done. That's it. And it can win games with just Royal Tribute and Necro Valley. If you draw into both of these, you play this, and you drop this in the first turn, and your opponent's out like 3 or 4 in the first turn, and they're like, well, I have 1 spell card in hand now, and I don't know what to do. So that's why I play it. And then I play Dimensional Fisher, because if you can combo this with the Necro Valley combo, it wins games like crazy against Burning Abyss and Shadows. I've done it so many times in playtesting that it is crazy. Then I play Double Dark Hole because you're not going to keep board very often on your side of the field because everything's going to be returning to your hand. Then I play triple Tinky because it's Searcher, and it boosts them up by 100 each. Then I play triple Duality because you don't special summon again that much. Again, you don't even really need the extra deck. Then I play double Creature Swap because Creature Swap, with these, they will return to your hand, which is great because then you get to keep your opponent's monster and these go back to your hand so you get them back. So it's really a very cheeky combo. I love this combo. I had it done to me by Ethan, one of my friends that I play with at Top Games. And he stole my Armor Master and my Hawk Joe from me. And I was like, well, shit. I just lost, didn't I? He was like, yep, you lost. And I was like, oh, well, damn it. Okay, you win. But, Ethan, I just want to say, keep it up, man. You know, play Yosenjus, get into them. You know, I'm proud of you for actually picking up the game and sticking with it. You're doing good, kid. You know, just keep up with it, man. You're doing good. But let's keep going. Let's get into traps. Playing one Compulse, one Bottomless, one Solemn Warning, one Torrential, and one Vanities, and one Macro. Because Floodgates, Floodgates, Floodgates. Torrential because it's going to blow up the field, these because they're going to stop your opponent, and this because it's going to stop your opponent, and this because you can't play more than one. If I could, I would play this at 3. Then I only play 2 Secret Move because, again, you're not going to keep a lot of board with your Yosenjus, but, you know, it's pretty much Solemn Warning, so you might as well. And then, because, again, you're not going to keep much board, I play Triple Mirror Force. I mean, you could play Magic Cylinders. Magic Cylinders would be great in this deck, too. I've considered that, and I've also played... You really just need something to keep your opponent off of you while you don't have a field. And if you drop Magic Cylinders and your opponent's already taken a bunch of damage with your other Yosenjus, you're going to deal them a crap ton of damage, especially if they put something out that's really crazy. But I've also considered Dimensional Prison. Sakuretsu Armor is not that good, but this is the MVP. But yeah, let's get into the extra deck, guys. Let's see what I'm playing. So I'm going to show these at the same time, just so you know. I'm playing one Stellar Knight Deltaros and one Stellar Knight Constellar Diamond because Shadows, Burning Abyss, Black Wings, anything dark. Stops them. Stops them, stops them, stops them. And I can make it. And I can make this. I'm playing one Dark Rebellion because it's good. One Allure Knight because I'm not going to try and pronounce his original name. Or one Pre-Grista before it turned into Grista. Because it's pretty generic and I didn't know what else to put in this deck. I'm playing one Ragna Zero because Ragna Zero is really good. I'm playing one 101, self-explanatory. One Castael, self-explanatory. One number 82, that's actually I would get this card and put this in the extra deck. If I was going to put one card in this extra deck, it'd be number 82. Because number 82, you can play this with Necro Valley or Divine Wind or one of your field spells or Tinky and just swing for 4,000. By the end of it, your opponent's going to be sad. This plus Magic Cylinders, if I was playing Magic Cylinders, would make my opponent very sad very quick. I would play 2 Lightning Chidors. I would actually consider playing that at 3 in this deck. I'm playing 3 of these, special summoning your stuff, playing Magic Cylinders, and just turning this into a Yosenju Burn deck. That actually sounds fun. If you guys want to see that, tell me in the comments, because that sounds fun. That actually sounds like stupid fun, just making this a Yosenju Burn with number 82. But, yeah, double Lightning Chidori because it's a wind. Didn't know what else to put in here. And it's a wind it's a wind deck. Double Exciton because, you know, sometimes you need to blow up the field twice. One Abyss Dweller because you might need to stop your opponent from touching their graveyard, even though you've already got Necro Valley, and that's the problem with this deck. It's got so many floodgates in the deck already. You just don't know what to put in the extra deck. Like, Abyss Dweller is like a sad out to playing Macro, Cosmos, Dimensional Fissure, or playing Necro Valley. Like, you don't need it compared to the other stuff. And it seems like a waste with your other board that you're already going to have. But then you play one Cowboy, which would be needed still, and one Rhapsody, in case you make, like, I don't know, Heartland Draco plus this makes a 3,200 beater, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm playing in my Yosenju deck. I love Karma 1's art, and just for anybody who's asking, these are red pandas. I know that's a weird question, but I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, what are those cards? What are they designed off of? But they're red pandas. That's what they actually are. But anyways, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, guys. This is Dark Arm Duelist. Tell me what you think. I really want to hear from you guys. I really appreciate when you guys comment. Don't forget to subscribe. We're at, I think right now, we're at 258 subscribers. But let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. We're going strong. We're going to do good, and we're going to keep getting bigger and bigger with this channel. And we're doing awesome, and I love seeing this channel grow. But anyways, this is Dark Arm Duelist, and I'm out.